All right, let's talk about these filthy beasts. These nasty, they dirty, they got shit all over them. So what am I talking about? I'm talking about your camper. We drive them, and a lot of people just don't even think about washing them. Or you may hose them off or let the rain rinse some of the road crud off of them, but do you really clean the exterior? Over time, your finish is going to oxidize. It's going to become dull, and it's not going to have that shine like when you first bought it. A lot of people like me who have bought a used unit, you can already see the oxidation on it. Our unit is a 2018, it's 3 years old, and you can already see the oxidation on it. So even with our other camper, I tried to wash it at least every 3 months, if not even sooner. I wash my vehicle at least every other month, and it gets a coat of wax when it gets washed. I try and take care of my stuff. My 2008 Frontier looks like it's only a couple years old because I keep that truck looking nice. My wife drives it. My wife's got to have a nice looking vehicle. I'm sorry. We got to take care of our girls, right? So let's talk about cleaning your camper. I use a pressure washer. I don't get right up on it, and I wet it with the pressure washer, and then I have a foam cannon, and I will hose that son of a bitch down with Meguiar's crystal clear wash. And I'm about to switch over to the gold class because it's got conditioners and other things that the paint and gel coat really need in it. And I've got a very soft bristle brush. I think I got it at Lowe's for like $5, and I scrub it gently. I scrub it, and I try and get all the dirt and debris off of it. And you want to pay particular attention when you're hosing your camper down around all your seals. You know, pull your slide outs out, check all your seals, make sure everything has got a good coat of sealant on it. Make sure your wiper seals are where they need to be, that you don't have any cracks in them. Your bulb seals that actually mate between the outer flange of your slide out and up against the camper wall. You want to make sure that those are in good condition as well. You actually have the two outer seals. You got that bulb seal and you have the wiper seal. Both work in conjunction to keep the inside of your camper dry. Look at your window seals. Do you have any drips coming in from the inside? When I washed my camper this last time, I noticed on the main door that there was a drip coming in from the very top of the window on the door, which means I have a leaking seal. So I have to take that apart and make sure that seal is good. So let's talk about how to wash it. Everybody's like, oh, just wash it with this. Use this. Okay, yeah, that's great. That may work for some people, but how do you actually wash a camper? Like, how do you wash a vehicle? A lot of people get out and they just soap it. Just soap it and scrub the fuck out of it. No, actually no. You actually have a pattern that you really need to work when washing a vehicle. Like with my truck. We'll use my truck as an example, and we'll use my camper as an example. You're not going to see me actually doing it very much in the video, but there is a method to it. With the camper, I front to back, bottom to top strokes, bottom to top strokes. And the reason why is I want to make sure that I'm getting overlapping areas. I will do front to back, bottom to top, and then I will come back and I will do side to side. This way I get a good coverage, I make sure I get all the surface area, and I get it scrubbed. When I'm washing my truck, it's bottom to top. The reason why I do bottom to top is this way I can see where I've already passed over. If you're washing top to bottom, all the soap's running down. How are you going to know where you've been? You've run down, and then what? So I do bottom to top. And I make sure that when I do this, I give the bottom a harder rinse than I do the top, because that's where most of your road grime and debris is. So if you use a pressure washer like I do, don't get right up on the paint. Don't get right up on the side of it. Give it a nice gentle misting. Make sure that you're getting all the underside and the undercarriage, and you're knocking any debris off of there that could damage your undercarriage. I pay particular attention around my wheels and suspension because I hose it out. I'm looking for cracks. I'm looking for damage. I'm looking for anything that could be a potential hazard later on down the road. Anything that's hanging down, I give it a good hosing as well. I want to pay attention to all of my sewage and gray water connections. I'm looking at any underlying electrical that I have underneath the camper. I've got lights underneath the camper that light up at night. I pay attention to those. I want to make sure all my connections are good. I'm looking for anything coming off the underbelly to make sure all that is still hanging on and where it needs to be. And I scrub it. Yeah, I scrub it. I clean it. Why? Because if you have a seal that goes bad on the back side of one of your bearings, on your axle, well, guess where it's going to go? It's going to go out the back. And it's going to spin around, and you're going to see this grease everywhere. Well, if you see grease everywhere, you know you just washed it, you know you got a bad bearing. There's an indicator. There you go. Keep it clean. Don't have a lot of grease underneath there. If you've got the upgraded suspensions like most of us do, where we've got either, like I have the Road Armor and the wet bolt system, when you grease all that, wipe those bolts off. Don't let any grease be hanging on the outside, because it'll get slung somewhere and that's not good. And you want to make sure it's clean so you can identify potential problems beforehand. That's why I clean under there. That's why it's one of the areas where I will make sure that I give it a little bit of extra attention when I'm washing the camper. So again, it's bottom to top, left to right. And you know, I suds it down really good. I do. I sud it down. I'm using Meguiar's Crystal Clear Car Wash right now. Like I said, I'm going to swap over to the Gold class because it's got better properties for paint. I have a 1500 PSI Greenworks power washer. Cheap unit. I think I paid $75 for it at Lowe's. I don't even know if they make them anymore, but you don't need anything fancy just to wash your camper. You really don't. All right, it's washed. Now it's got to dry. Then we wax in this son of a bitch. Why? Because I like the bling bling. So, recommendation, if you're on the road constantly, wash it every 6 months, because you don't want your camper looking like ass. I have a 10-inch Auto Spa orbital buffer. I have a 6-inch Auto Spa dual action buffer, and then I have a 6-inch dual action Ryobi buffer, which has a lot more RPM on it than the Auto Spa. And I use all three of those in conjunction when I'm waxing the vehicle. Now, right now I'm using Meguiar's number 50 Marine and RV complete. I don't remember. I'll post the link up and show you what this stuff is. But it's a polish and wax in one. It removes light scratches and oxidation. And as you can see from the pictures, the camper had a dull finish and it really brightened it up. I think it could be better. But it's like I said, I like the bling bling. I like my shit to look nice. So what I'm going to do is I'm probably going to get home and I'm going to wax it again. But this time I'm going to put my Show Shine on there. I've got some Carnauba Show Finish that Meguiar's makes, and I'm thinking I'm putting that on there. I want to see what I can do with this camper. I use the Show Finish on my truck, and I'm going to put it on the camper, and we'll see. But let's get back to how you do this. So when you're washing your camper, you got to be gentle with it because you don't want to screw up any seals. Low battery? How the fuck am I low battery? Huh. When you're waxing, use your DA, your 6-inch orbital, and a foam pad to apply your wax or your polish. And don't bear down onto it. Small areas, a little bit on there, and get it a good area, get it back and forth, and then take either your other 6-inch or your 10-inch buffer, polish it out, and keep moving. It's gonna take you a while. It took me a day to do one side of my camper. So it's gonna take you a while. And I'm thinking about going back over it and doing a second pass with an even better wax. It's gonna take me 2-3 days to polish this thing out. So be prepared to be out there washing your camper. But take your time with it, do it right. Don't get in a rush. Make sure it's right. Make it look nice. I mean, this is your home on wheels, right? And it's like we say on the boat, the galley's the first impression everybody sees. When you roll up in the park in your camping spot, what's the first thing people see? They're checking out your camper. They're checking out your rig. They want to know what things that you have and how does it look. And if you roll up with your camper looking like ass, they're going to think you don't take care of your shit. to keep your camper washed. If you like the video and you think I'm doing a little bit better, hey, you know what? Show me a little love. Hit the subscribe, hit the like, leave a comment. Say, hey, yeah, you suck ass. Or, yeah, all right, yeah, decent video. I don't give a fuck. Do what you want to do. But, you know, let me know either way. Till next time.
Well, I guess I gotta fix this shit now.
Ooh, wow.